Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, and you'll find many easy to follow recipes and simple cooking ideas here. So today I'm making some falafel. So I'm sure you've eaten falafel from the restaurant or outside, but today we're going to make them at home from scratch. So I soaked about 1 pound of chickpeas overnight. I washed them and I soaked them, then I drained the water, and to that I'm going to add half a bunch of parsley, half a bunch of coriander, and 3 to 4 green chilies, 1 large onion, uh, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, and 1 inch piece of ginger. I'm gonna mix everything together, and then we're gonna go ahead and grind these up in a food processor. Now don't put all of them in there at once. We're gonna do this in 2 batches. Plus my food processor isn't that big, so it's about I think 10 cup capacity. So I'm just gonna put half of those, half of the mixture in, and then we're gonna grind those up with just about a couple of tablespoons of water in there. Halfway through, and after about a minute or so, go ahead and mix and scrape the sides and make sure that they're all done. And once it's done, it should look something like that. And take that out and transfer it to a mixing bowl and throw the rest of them in there and grind those up real good as well. And after that, I'm gonna put it in the fridge for about an hour or so before I add the rest of the ingredients in there. So I have here 1 heaping teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, zeera powder, and to that I'm going to add half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and to that I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of chili powder as well. Now this is not your authentic falafel recipe. I added other things in there that are, I have to give your desi touch, and plus I added 1 heaping teaspoon full of salt in there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything very well with my hands. And after mixing it, we're gonna go ahead and put the oil on and start making the falafel. I don't have any falafel making gadgets or anything like that. I just use my hands to make little patties, tiny little ones. You can make them round or whatever shape you like, but I just make little round patties basically. So here I have the oil heating up, and I'm just gonna, you have to be very gentle with them, and I'm just gonna show you how I do that. So just take a small amount, like maybe a tablespoon or so, and just press it between your hands and slowly just make the shape that you desire, and go ahead and make a few at a time, and then fry those. And while those are frying, you make the next batch. So here again I will show you that you just just hold it between your hands and just squeeze it together, and just pat it with your fingers, and making sure it's nice and round. And at this point my oil is hot, and I'm gonna go ahead and slowly drop those in there in the oil like that. Be a little gentle, and make sure you handle them very carefully, because they're very easy to break. Now I'm going to let them cook completely on one side before I go ahead and move them. You will notice that they are getting brown, so when they're light golden brown, just go ahead and gently flip them over with a fork, and cook the other side completely, and then take them out on a paper towel. Here, as you can see, my first batch is ready, and I'm going to go ahead and take those out on a paper towel. You want all the excess oil to get absorbed by the paper towel. And there you have them. They are really, really great. I mean, once you start making these at home, you're never going to want to go ahead and buy them from a restaurant or from a fast food place, because these are just perfect, even better than what you would buy outside. So go ahead and put the rest of them in slowly, because while those were frying, I already had some that were ready to go in the oil. I was making them while the other ones were being fried. So go ahead and put your second batch in there. I'm gonna go ahead and break one apart and show you. Look how perfect that is. It's mouth-watering, so good, so delicious. Now you can serve these in several different ways. You can just have them by itself, and I'm sure there's another sauce for this, but I just like to dip it in chutney. So I have some chutney ready on the side, and I'm going to go ahead and open up a couple of pitas and stuff the pita with the falafel. That pita was pretty hard to open, so I ripped it on several places. Go ahead and add some tomatoes, some cucumber, a spoonful of chutney, and there you have it, the perfect lunch. It's ready, and give it a try, and let me know if you try these and how yours turn out. And stay tuned for more recipes. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, like and follow. And thank you so much for watching, and see you again with another recipe.